many times has someone walked up to you and asked you, "How are you doing?" And instead of telling them the truth, such as, "Well, my boyfriend just broke up with me. I have a huge test to study for this weekend that I haven't even started studying for. And on top of that, I just got laid off." Instead, you just look at them, give them a genuine smile, and say, "I'm doing just great." Stress is something that almost every person has for millions of different reasons. Stress can drive one to think that they have no control over their stresses. However, I am here to tell you that you have more control over the stresses in your life than that you think you do. In fact, the simple realization that you are in control of your own stress is the foundation of stress management. Managing stress is all about taking care of yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, your schedules, and the way that you prioritize issues. According to the website healthfinder.gov, the first step to stress management is to identify the stresses in your lives. This may sound easy, however, it can be quite complicated, as the stresses you have are not always obvious. For an example, I'm really stressed out about writing the speech and presenting it. However, maybe it's not the writing and presenting that I'm stressed out about, it's the procrastination of waiting till the last minute to write and practice my speech. As stated on the website, in order to identify your true reasons of stress, you want to pay close attention to your habits, your excuses, and your attitudes. Such as, do you create stress to be a main part of your life, stating, "Things are just always crazy around here"? Or possibly, do you blame your stresses on people other than yourself or outside events? There are many reasons that people have stresses in your life, but until you're able to detect those reasons and take responsibility for them, your stress level will maintain outside your control. According to helpguide.org, an article on stress management by the publisher Robert Siegel, who has a master's degree in psychology, he explains that the number one stress management strategy is to avoid unnecessary stress. I know I have this problem, as I'm sure a bunch of my listeners do as well, where someone says to you, "Will you stop stressing about things that are probably never going to happen?" While some stresses are unavoidable, such as paying your bills, you'd be surprised how many stresses are avoidable. I'm going to give you 2 explanations on how you can avoid pointless stresses. First, learn to say no. If you know you have a huge test due this weekend and your boss asks if you can pick up an extra shift, just say no. Prioritize your issues and don't be afraid to say no. Second, avoid people who stress you out. If there's that person in your life who's always bringing you down, always telling you what you're doing wrong, and just bringing a lot of negativity to you, don't be afraid to take a break from them. Cut them out of your life for a while. Fill yourself with as much positive energy as you can. Overall, just take a deep breath, analyze the situation that you're in before you respond, and decide what is the best way to react in order to avoid unnecessary stress. I can't count the many times that I've been sitting in class and my teacher states, "Now, I am giving you this assignment 3 weeks in advance so that you have enough time to fulfill the project without stressing yourself out." However, we still wait until the last 2 days to finish the project. This scenario brings me to my next topic of why having time management is so important. As stated on WebMD, there are 3 parts to time management: prioritize tasks and activities, control procrastination, and manage your commitments. If you know that you have a bunch of assignments due, work to attend, and a soccer game, you should really make out a list planning your week so that you can make sure you get all that you need done all on time and to avoid the stress of not completing them. In today's society, we're lucky. We have so many ways that we can plan our schedules. We have apps on our phones. We have calendars. We have day planners. And my favorite, we have checklists. You can sit down and write or type out a schedule of what your day is like. If you have 3 hours before you have to be at work, great. There's 3 hours to fit in your homework. With having a set schedule, you will feel less stressed because you will know that if you commit to that schedule, you'll get everything done on time. However, do not forget to work on things in advance. If your teacher gives you that assignment 3 weeks in advance, start working on it when she gives it to you. That way you can work on it little by little and you're not cramming the whole project into 2 days because that will cause stress. While making a to-do list, make sure to add in some time for yourself too. With all that's going on in your life between school, work, kids, etc., do not be afraid to take a break and do something you enjoy. In fact, going back to the article on helpguide.org, you can reduce a lot of stress by nurturing yourself. Don't get so caught up in your hectic life that you forget to attend to your own needs. Take some time out of your day to go on a walk, get a massage, take your weights, go to the gym, sweat out some tension, take a long bath, take a nap, whatever you want to do that makes you happy. Like a phone dies because it's been running for so long and you need to put it down for a bit and charge it, that is the same way for our bodies. We can only be running for so long before we just need to take a break and recharge. We can never ignore the fact that stress is a part of our lives. Regardless of the reasons, we have to manage it one way or another. For this week, I'm going to challenge you. Choose one area that I have just explained, whether it be reducing your commitment factors, organizing a daily planner, or maybe even just cutting time out of your life for yourself. Each week, add a new component, and I guarantee within a month, you will feel the results of a less stressful life.